and welcome back to the Prism Podcast. My name is Sydney Lish, but you can call me Sid. After 5 years of mentoring thousands of people as a wellness entrepreneur, I figured it was time to create a one-stop shop for you to find all things business advice, health and wellness, success principles, creating legacy income, tangible tips, motivation, and more. The Prism Podcast captures a full spectrum of all the information you need to actualize your excellence. So let's go. Hello, and welcome back to the podcast episode for this week. And I will just say I am enjoying doing this so much. One of my favorite things on the planet is collecting information. And I feel as if that information means nothing if I can't pass it on and share it with people like yourself who are wanting to learn, who are wanting to grow and wanting to get better. So first of all, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to my thoughts, the wisdom that I have gained over the last 26 years of my life. And I'm just so excited to continue to pour into this platform. It is so fun for me. And this week, a topic that I really want to talk about because it's one of the most important things that I have learned how to do since I started as an entrepreneur at 22. So before I got started in entrepreneurship, like I have said before, I was a student, I was working multiple jobs, but I always had due dates for things. I always had schedules set for me. And so I didn't know how to be an entrepreneur. I didn't realize that if I didn't show up for the work, that it wasn't going to get done, no one was going to do it. Like I knew that intrinsically because I was so trained as an athlete to just do things out of free will and discipline. But this strategy that I'm going to share with you guys really, really helped me. And I use it every single week, every single day. And it's really, the topic is going to be prepping for your week or prepping out your schedule for the week. And so many people, especially if you're new to entrepreneurship, you probably have never been taught how to do this. So this is something that I, again, do every single week. It is on a Sunday. It is my favorite time of the week. I set aside about 2 hours every Sunday or even Saturday night sometimes, since a lot of people are like going out, doing things. I like working on Saturday nights. It's something for me to like really unwind. It's very relaxing for me. It helps me to clear my brain. And then by Monday, whether I do it on Saturday or Sunday, by Monday, I am like hitting the ground running, ready to go. So why prep your week? That's the number one thing. Prepping your week is so important because if you go into Monday and you don't know what the HE double hockey sticks you're doing, you're going to go in with no plan. And that is the thing I see amateurs doing all the time is they go into the week, they have no meetings set, they have a brain full of stuff that they're overwhelmed with, a to-do list of tasks to get done, and Monday morning comes and then they're in reactive mode. So this is going to be something that will really move you from reactivity to productivity in your business. So the first thing I do on a Sunday, when I pull out my piece of paper, I'm very tactile and I'm very visual. So I actually like to do this on a piece of paper. I don't like to do it like on a computer. I grab out a full piece of paper and I brain dump. So I brain dump every appointment that I have for the week, everything that I have on my to-do list. Maybe for you, it's, grocery shopping, scheduling things out for appointments for the doctor's visits, for the dentist, right? Anything that's in your brain. What needs to be fixed around your house, right? What has been in your brain that you keep thinking about and you want to clear up that mental space? What do you need to go buy for your apartment? What are some errands that you've been needing to run? What content needs to be created for social media this week? What can you plan now, right? Plan out now to save you time later. What chores need to happen? Do you need to clean your floors? Do you need to clean your toilets and your bathtubs, right? What meetings, all of those things, what meetings do you have? I literally brain dump everything. What kind of budgeting do you need to do for the week? So I literally brain dump everything and I kind of split it into categories like to do, to buy, to pay, what am I waiting on, right? Errands. I separate it into categories so I can really just be organized with my thoughts. And that's the first step. So brain dumping everything that's on my mind. Okay. And what I do with that first list, the brain dump list is what I call it. I see, okay, what can I get done today before Monday morning? What are the unnecessary, time-sucking tasks that really could be quick things like doing the dishes or doing the laundry or having the house cleaner come, booking the house cleaner, right? Things like that. What are those things that I can do to get done right off the bat? And I do those things like right away. I make my brain dump list. I'm like, all right, how many of these things can I get crossed off? Is someone waiting for me to send them an email back? Do I have 50 unread emails that I need to get back to? How many of those can I get back to right now? And I just take about 30 minutes. I set a timer. I have a strawberry timer that I got on Amazon. I'll link it below. And I turn it on for like 20, 30 minutes, and I just see how many tasks can I get done as fast as possible. And that really alleviates a lot of those little things, right? Because a lot of those little tasks that we think of that are causing so much of our mental capacity and brain power to be taken up are like the silly little tasks that take 5 minutes to do, but we put them off for a week. How many of you guys can relate? If you can relate, raise your hand in your car or on your walk, wherever you are. I definitely catch myself in that, and this is a way to really move myself from overwhelm into a really managed brain dump, okay? So then what I do after that is I schedule the things that I didn't get done right away. So I schedule the things into my calendar, like if I need to book a meeting or book an appointment with the doctor, or if I need to book, whatever it may be. If I gotta, pay my credit card or pay whatever it may be, put that in your calendar for some time in the week if you did not get it done today. So maybe it's doing your laundry and you just did not have time to do it today. Put it in your calendar this week of when you're going to do it and when you're going to get it done. So it's just in the calendar, it's off your brain dump list, and it has an associated time for you to get those little activities done. Okay, so we're gonna take the brain dump, put everything in the calendar that you did not get done for when you are going to actually do it this week. Give yourself a due date, right? I think it's Parkinson's law. Whatever the activity is, we will fill the time of the amount of time that we give it, right? The activity will fill the amount of time that we give it to take. So if we give ourselves a week to do the laundry, it's going to take us a week. If we give it 20 minutes to do the laundry, I bet you can jump up right now and start a load, right? So those little things don't take too long, right? They're really quick things. So put them in your calendar, give yourself a due date. Okay, now I'm going to get a little more granular with some different activities that I do every single week that are really going to give you some structure. So the first thing is your nutrition. And for me, my nutrition as an entrepreneur, if I am not on my game with my nutrition, my entire week is going to be crap. I already know that. If I have alcohol during the week or even on the weekends, I'm not a big drinker. If I'm eating crap, if I'm ordering Postmates or Grubhub, how many of us during COVID got a little carried away with those meal delivery services that just aren't the best, right? Yeah, so schedule your nutrition. So for me, I order my groceries on Instacart. You can do it on Amazon Prime. Go to the grocery store if you're not into that. But ordering my groceries at the beginning of every week is a huge time saver. I schedule it for Sunday to get delivered sometime on Sunday. When I get it in the mail, I prep all the foods, whether it's my meats, my vegetables, my potatoes, my rice, whatever it is, I prep it all. And I pretty much order the same things every week because I'm so routine with my food, and then I just don't have to think about it. It's so great. It's so great. So organize your grocery schedule, whether you're going to go in and get your stuff, have a list. If you go into the grocery store and you don't have a list, it's going to get a little wild in there. That's all I know about myself. It's going to get a little wild. That's why I like to Instacart my stuff. Then I plan out with my nutrition system, okay, how many shakes am I going to have this week per day? I'm going to have 2 shakes a day. I'm going to have my meal. What is my meal going to be? And then what are my cleanse days going to be? If you guys follow my nutrition program that I use, I have 2 shakes every single day, and that makes sure that I get the nutrients I need. And then I'm able to have my one meal. I don't have to think about it too much. I have my snacks for my isogenics that I take, and that just makes my life really simple. And then I plan out my cleanse days. Usually I do cleanse day Wednesday. If I'm doing a 48-hour cleanse, I do Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday. I like to do it on my busy days. And that way it also takes out 2 days of needing to have groceries. So if you're like, okay, I didn't get around to my groceries on Sunday, maybe do your cleanse days on a Monday, Tuesday, right? Worry about your groceries on Wednesday. So I plan out my nutrition, I plan out my cleanse days so that I am organized. The second thing that I do is plan out my workouts. So I plan out exactly what I'm going to do. I do a program called P-Volve, and I absolutely love it. I've been doing it for, since before the pandemic, so probably almost like 2.5 to 3 years. It's changed my body, but then I also go to my Equinox right down the street. So if I'm doing a bar class or Pilates class, or I'm just going to do some of my own individual weightlifting, I schedule all of that in. I schedule in exactly what I need. Towards the end of the week, the workouts are a little bit chiller because I get going through the first part of the week. I'm really crushing it. And by the end of the week, honestly, usually I'm pretty beat. I'm pretty wiped physically. And on Fridays, I like to do like a light P-Volve workout, maybe some yoga, some meditation, things like that. And then I also schedule in when I'm walking. So when I'm taking my walks throughout the day, in the morning, my little breaks, and then I put all of that in my calendar. And for me, it's like a meeting, you guys. I don't waver from those workouts. And if for some reason my schedule, I let it get out of control during the week on a Monday or Tuesday because I'm just pounding the calls, I figure out another time, a backup time that I might be able to fit that in, and I always get it done. But what I like to do, I like to work out in the morning if you can. It's easier that way just because, honestly, if I don't do it in the morning, it's probably not going to get done. So I schedule that in as if it were a meeting. And then I also schedule in my life. I love to schedule my business around my life. And when I'm mentoring people, this is something that I'm really passionate about, is build your business around your life. If you have a side hustle, if you have a full-time hustle, schedule your life in your calendar first. Your hobbies, things with your family, your time off, right? I love to schedule my time off on either Thursday nights, Friday mornings, or Friday night, Saturday mornings. I love to have that time unplugged, phone off. This is always something that I can get better at, however. Schedule in your social time. What networking events are you going to be going to this week? What social events? What gatherings? Do you go to church? Do you go paddleboarding with your girlfriends on Saturdays? Like, schedule all of that in so that it's not corrupting the rest of your work schedule, your business schedule. Because we don't want you to give things up to have to build your business, right? You're going to have to give some things up to build your business if you really want to run with this and be successful. And we still want people to have a little semblance of balance in their life so they don't get burnt out. So schedule your life, schedule your priorities. What's important for you? Is it family time? Is it your health? If you prioritize those things, a lot of the other things in your life, in your business, they're going to fall into place. Okay. And then I go through after that, and I really like to do a little decluttering. And this is kind of random, but it's something I like to do. Again, I set a timer, 20 minutes. I'm like, what in my physical space can I declutter? What in my digital space can I declutter? Can I erase, at least 50 of these duplicate photos that I just don't need? Can I delete my downloads folder so it's not so cluttered? Can I clear out my computer where there's so much stuff on my desktop from photos, for creating slides throughout the week? What can I physically and visually declutter so that my house and my digital space feels less chaotic? Because if you're in a chaotic space, if your desk is a mess, if your place is a mess, you're not going to feel as productive because you're going to be thinking about all those things throughout the week. Right? A happy home is a happy life. I'm just telling you, the less stuff I have and the more space I have, the more mental space I have. It's amazing. So set a 20-minute timer, set a 30-minute timer if you really need to do a little deep work, but maybe you go through different areas of the house each week until you have it managed a little bit better. I call my business partner, Mary Catherine, and we call it organizing our school supplies. Every time I call her, she's like, all right, I got to get my school supplies organized for the week. And I love that. It's like getting my school supplies organized as if I were going to be going into school the next day. Like, got to make sure that I don't forget anything in the morning. And if I just do it tonight, it's so much better. So organize your school supplies. Okay. So again, photos, downloads, text message. Who are you in like no text messages with since like 2018? You can just delete all of that stuff, you guys. You don't have to have it all on your phone in front of your face. It's exhausting. And it's like too much stimulation for our brain. So where can we just erase things? I'm all about minimalism and essentialism. Okay. And then I set up my morning and evening routine. So I cap my days. What is my morning routine going to look like this week? I like to do the same thing almost every single day. I'm going to make a whole other podcast on morning and night routines because that's just a whole other topic. But schedule, when am I going to turn it off? Right? So for me, it's like from 7 to 8, that is my time. That is my time. Nobody call me. Nobody text me. I'm off my phone. You won't be hearing from me. And then at night, right around 9:30, I am off. I am taking a bath. I am relaxing. I am reading. I am listening to music, right? And that is my time, okay? So bookend your days. What does that look like for you? And then what you're going to do again is make sure everything is time blocked. So go through all of those things that we just talked about and put it in your calendar. Give it an assignment date. Act as if it's homework. Give it an assignment date. Set a due date for yourself. Okay, so those are the personal things and like the lifestyle things that I like to do. And then if you're a business owner, especially like in network marketing, that's where I'm really going to be specific, but this can apply to almost any business. Just tweak it in whatever way you need depending on what business you may be in. And again, if you work a 9 to 5 and you don't have a part-time hustle, you want one, let me know. But if you work a 9 to 5, put that in your calendar, right? Make sure you have it blocked off. Make sure you have breaks blocked off during your days. What are you going to do during those breaks? And if you own a business, I'm going to give you guys some of the nuggets that I use to schedule out and prep my week for my business. So the first thing, especially in network marketing, is asking yourself these few questions. Who am I personally focused on getting started this week in my business? So if you're in network marketing, you should be asking yourself, who am I working on that hasn't gotten started, to get them enrolled, to get them signed up on products, to get their box in the mail? Who am I checking in on that just got their box in the mail, right? Who am I enrolling into my business this week? And then the second question is, who am I rank advancing? So who am I moving from rank to rank? Who am I running to in our company? It's executive. Who am I running to 3-star golden circle? Who am I running to 1-star? Who am I running to 5-cycle bonus? This is going to be different for every business model. But those are the questions you should be asking yourself. Right? Who am I working with? Who am I working on to rank advance? Who am I working on to hit the next rank? Who am I working on to hit 6 figures? Who am I working with? And do I have coaching calls set up with those people? Do I need to check in with some of the people who have kind of like fallen off a little bit and haven't been doing what they said they wanted to do? Can I reach out to them and book a coaching call with them for the week? Right? So asking yourself those questions. And then last question is, what is the team going to hear from me this week? So whether that's a team call, if you run team calls for your team, if you're getting on Facebook and posting, what is that going to look like? What messages are you going to convey? What's that topic going to be? Who are you going to be celebrating on that call? Right? All of those things. What kind of incentive can you run for the team this week? How can you get everybody fired up for an awesome Monday? Right? I like to do my team calls on Mondays. That's just what we do. So those are some of the questions, because what I find a lot with people in network marketing is they spend a lot of time in activity, but they don't spend a lot of time in productivity. They're taking a lot of action, but they're not being productive with that action. They're like scrolling on Facebook and liking everything and acting as if that is going to do something for them. So hit your targets. Hit your targets of how many reach outs am I doing? How many new connections am I making each day? Make a spreadsheet for yourself, right? How many follow-ups am I doing this week? Split it into the days, right? That's so important to be in productive action and not just activity, because activity is a waste of energy. It really is. So the last thing that I like to do is, and if I can, and if I'm feeling the urge, is I sit down and I create as much of the content for my social media as I can on Sunday. So I love to just sit down, maybe even on a Saturday night if you're not going out, right? If you're like really committed to your goals and your vision, you're staying in, write some content, like get into a creative zone, play some really good music, write down some different ideas and type out a few of your posts for the week. Because I know a lot of us, we get the inspiration like midday, right? We have a really good coaching call or we have a really good conversation with our mentor and then we want to post about it. Leave some space for that creative effort during the week. But I really like to have something structured. And when I do this, you guys, I find that throughout my week, I'm not like, what am I going to post today? That takes up so much mental space and energy How many of you feel that? I just feel how much mental energy and space that takes up for me. And if I have 4 solid posts that are like good for the week, that are written, and I have the photos edited, and it's all in my Planoly app, it's like ready to go, ready, set, shoot, like it's ready. So think of what are some posts that I can write this week? What's a call to action that I can use in that post? Can I talk about any of the products that I'm using this week? Can I talk about a transformation? Can I talk about a team win? Can I talk about something I learned? Can I talk about something I'm teaching my team? Right? Any of those things, really getting into the marketing side and being intentional so that you're not just throwing up crappy posts. Because with how much content we're having to create on a daily basis, it can be absolutely exhausting to always have to come up with quality content on the spot each and every day. And that sucks our energy from the most important parts of our business, which is helping people get started and working with those people to help them rank, advance, and achieve their goals. So make a couple of your posts, have them saved, be ready to just copy, paste, and upload. It's super simple. And it really doesn't take more than 30 to 45 minutes to write 4, 5, 6 solid quality posts. And then you're opening up space to be able to go on your stories, interact with people, add some extra deliverables if you want to throughout the week, right? Maybe for you, it's when am I going to record on my podcast, or when am I going to record my YouTube videos, right? Plan that out and batch create it. So like this podcast, I'm not just going to record 1. I'm in the mode, I'm going to record 5 or 6, right? It's the same with YouTube. It's batch creation is the best and really the only, in my opinion, the only sustainable way to live in this world of 2022 that we're living in right now, or else we're all going to just get burnt out. So plan everything out, plan it in your schedule, be smart about it. And then with meetings and things like that, maybe pick a day, pick theme days, right? I like to theme my days. So Mondays are my call days. Tuesday are my call days. Wednesday are my creative and meeting days. So I'm getting ready. I'm going out in the world. I'm meeting up with salon owners. I'm meeting up for meetings. I'm maybe creating some content because I'm already dolled up and pretty and I'm already in that flow. Thursdays, more of a chill day. Friday, I'm getting shit done. Saturday, I'm like doing a little wind down at the end of the day, but I'm still a majority of the calls in the morning. And then Sunday, reset for the next week. You will get so much more done that way than doing half-ass jobs every single day on random tasks and having to switch your energy back and forth and back and forth. It wastes so much energy. So batch create everything if you can, theme your days, and give everything a due date. And I've done this, I have this typed out. Go back, listen to this, take notes on it, and set every Sunday in your calendar. It should say Sunday prep from 2 to 4 or from 8 to 10, whatever it is. Prep for your week so that you're not planning to fail, right? Prepare to plan to fail. So this has really, really supported me. And if you consistently do this, it's going to become one of the most enjoyable parts of your week because you're just getting stuff done, you're getting things organized, and you're relieving that tension that you're carrying around all week in your brain. So I hope that this planning your week episode was of value to you guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I absolutely love getting feedback on this. If you guys ever have any recommendations of things that you would really love to hear, please let me know, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Prism podcast episode this week. It means so much that you got to the end of this episode. I want to acknowledge you for tuning in to grow yourself every single week. So if you loved this episode, leave a rating and a review. Please subscribe so that I know that you're loving this content, and I will see you next week.